a joy to be with you today here on this Wednesday of the Word of Encouragement. Today we go to the book of Proverbs. So much can be gleaned out of this great book. And in chapter 16, we find a statement that is a real challenge for us to truly believe. And we read in verse 16, "How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver." Now, in our materialistic day, and in a day and age in which if you don't have enough means, you really have a hard time surviving, it's very easy for us to not truly believe this. Now, we know theoretically it's true. To have the wisdom of God would be better than to have gold. And to get understanding rather than to be chosen than silver. In other words, to be in positions and places of having material gain, gold and silver, wow, that means a lot. And many folks would see that as, oh, that's the way to be encouraged. If I just had enough to know I'm going to make it in the future, if I had enough set aside, if I was able to get the things that I need for me and for my family, that would be very encouraging. By the way, let me say that God has promised to give us daily bread. He has promised to meet our needs, and we can count on that. But it's to the believer that wants to think like God thinks, wants to know God's precepts, wants to have His wisdom. It's to that believer that great encouragement and great blessing will be had. You have the example of Solomon. He was told by the Lord that he could ask for whatever he wanted, and God would, of course, granted it. But he asked for wisdom so that he could serve the people of Israel. And because he asked for wisdom, God gave him all these other things. And it's the same thing for us. If we want the mind of Christ, if we want to think right, that's what wisdom is all about, to look at life from God's point of view. If we long to know the Word of God and have the Spirit of God illuminate to us, then we're going to be able to have understanding how to use our time, how to gain what we need in life, and God will miraculously meet our needs. To have understanding and wisdom will give us how to live for Christ, how to walk properly, how to rear our families, how to make the most of our life. And in the process of all of that, God will give wisdom on how to have our needs met. But when we put making money before wisdom, and we do things that are not right priority and are not really biblical, oftentimes we lose both the material possessions and we lose the things that are really important spiritually. So I encourage you, today, tomorrow, know the Word of God. Make wisdom and understanding the pursuit of your life. And if you allow God to work in your heart and to cause you to think like He thinks, I promise you God will take care of you. But more importantly than anything, you will be encouraged.